Hi everyone. It's really nice to have the first of our videos on the Smart Catalogue and just, to be able to begin to get our heads around this together. I just wanted to talk you through why we should engage with this Smart Catalogue. Why should we be promoting it? Well, I don't know if you've even had the chance to look at the Smart Catalogue. What is it? It is an online catalogue which people can browse through. So I thought what I'd do first of all is just show you a copy of mine. So this is what it looks like when it's loaded up on screen. And it is literally like browsing through an electronic catalogue. And all the features of this, I should be able to show you as we go through the training. But just really nice to know that we've got lots and lots of features in this catalogue that we're going to be able to promote to our customers. So what are those features? Let's just have a look at some of that. Okay, so why we should promote this catalogue? First off, we don't have a paper catalogue now. We don't have a full paper catalogue. And as I go through the reasons for promoting the Smart Catalogue, I think you'll probably see why that is the case. And obviously, as a sustainable and ethical brand, reducing the amount of paper that we produce is a good idea. So this decision has been made, and here are some of the reasons why we should be promoting it, I think. So one of the things that excites me about this is it does absolutely have the entire range in it. And in the previous catalogue we had, it wasn't the full extent of the range. When we did have catalogues that were the full extent, they were quite hefty to post, especially if we added sample sachets to them. And as the catalogue reduced down in size with the last edition we had, obviously it then became quite tricky to show everybody other products that were available should they ask. This one has got absolutely everything in it. So it'll be really nice for you to have a browse and search for things that you know and love in the range. The other great thing about the Smart Catalogue is it can be constantly updated. So when, for instance, we have a recruitment campaign or a new product is launched, rather than waiting for the next edition of print, we can have the tech guys behind this Smart Catalogue updating that really, really quickly, keeps us really current. For our customers, it is instant access. You can actually access the Smart Catalogue through an app, and I'll show you all the details of how that works later. But for many people, they get the catalogue and I'm sure you can relate to this, they have a good look through it and then they put it down in a pile, or it accidentally gets sorted out into recycling. It becomes out of date seasonally. With our app, and the new Smart Catalogue through that app, anybody has on any of the devices that they want to look at Neil Shard Remedies, instant access to your Smart Catalogue. And linked with that is that it's customized to you as the consultant. So we don't need to put labels on anything and then trust people to find our contact details. The catalogue links directly to your own replicated website, and all the contact details are very obvious for people to find, and we'll see those as we kind of look through the features and benefits of the catalogue itself. It is actually a more interesting browse than the website. I mean, obviously, it's like looking through a catalogue. And whereas in the website, you have just got single individual images for clarity, actually, the presentation, the marketing of the catalogue imaging is much more like a display. So it is more interesting. And there'll be additional features that come to, which I'll chat about in a minute. One of the features of the Smart Catalogue is that when anybody is browsing any particular page, there can be a list that comes up at the side, which is products to view that are linked with the products on that page. So if I give you a good example, at my online Christmas event the other day, I was looking at the Wild Rose facial collection with the ladies that I was with, and when you look at the sidebar at the items to view, there are more than the products that are actually on the page, because what it does is it links products that are relevant to somebody who's looking at that particular range. So on that particular page, what came up was things like the Super Antioxidant Boost, the supplement, because the Wild Rose range is rich in antioxidants, and we advocate inner health as well as outer beauty. That particular supplement is relevant to browsers. Another product that came up was the Wild Rose SPF 30, which obviously isn't part of the Wild Rose facial collection, but is a product that might well be relevant to those who are looking. So you'll notice when you start to browse the Smart Catalogue, quite often it will say that there are more items to view than are actually featured as pictures on the page. Another good example is Wild Rose Beauty Balm. Obviously, we don't have the boxed and the unboxed version on a catalogue page. We don't need to do that. It's the pot that is celebrated. But when you look at the items to view in the side panel, then both of those options come up. What else is there? Why else should we promote? So obviously a whole collection is being viewed on a page, not just a single product. So when somebody searches on our replicated website, they search for an individual product, and they may not see that there are other correlating products. What this can do is really encourage link purchasing. So if somebody sees another product in the same range that catches their attention, then they may well go on to purchase this. And one of the leaders in our team found this. She had a customer who was searching her Smart Catalogue, and she was looking for products for problem skin. And actually it was in the whole collection page that she made her purchases, more than she said she was going to when she spoke to the consultant. So she actually was interested in one particular product for problem skin, and she actually ended up purchasing 3. The app, which is available to download, will mean that the customer, well, and you as the consultant, has the Smart Catalogue easily accessible on any laptop or phone, smartphone device. And that is a much more permanent connection between you and the customer than the catalogue. As we know, if people can't find their catalogue, or they've thrown it away, or it's gone out of date, they start putting Neil Judd remedies into Google, and then unless we're keeping really close contact with them with links to click on, they can wander off and purchase in other places, and we don't want that to happen. So now that when you have an app, your customers have an app that they can access, they know that if they're ever thinking Neil Judd remedies, they can click on their app and they'll always end up connected with you. What we've got at the moment is the initial launch of this Smart Catalogue, and there are future developments planned, which will include nice pop-ups that will come. So for instance, some of our provenance stories may well be able to be featured, little videos that we get in things like our autumn festival, where or new product launch, where you might have a formulator or Susan Curtis speaking about an individual product or some of the ingredients. Those can be used within our catalogue. It could be, potential for really making that catalogue live and more sort of interactive. The other nice thing about this is that a customer can easily share the link to your Smart Catalogue to their friends and family. And I know few customers who would be willing to part with their catalogue, but they will be happy to share your link on social media and those that they're chatting to. So this could be a really good way to expand your customer base. What we're going to do in the next video is go on to tips on how to configure your Smart Catalogue. So, look out for the next video on how to do that. And we will go through the different stages of actually downloading and accessing, exploring the features of your Smart Catalogue. So I hope you join me for video 2.